you know. And
she used to be very, she's still very beautiful.
I moved on her, actually. You know, she was down in Palm Beach. I moved on her, and I failed. I'll admit it.
Whoa.
I did try and fuck her. She was married.
That's huge news, Sarah.
No, Nancy.
Yeah.
No, this was marriages. And I moved on her very heavily. In fact, I took her out furniture shopping. She wanted to get some furniture. I said, I'll show you where they have some nice furniture. I took her out furniture. I moved on her like a bitch, but I couldn't get there. And she was married. And all of a sudden, I see her. She's now got the big phony tits and everything. She's totally changed her look.
She's your girl's hot as shit. In the purple.
Whoa!
Yes!
Whoa!
Yes, the Donald has scored!
Whoa!
Oh, my man! Wait, you gotta look at me when you get out of your legs.
Set this up.
That is very
Will you give me the thumbs
Look
up?
at you. You are a
You gotta put the thumbs up. You gotta get the thumbs up. Can't be too happy.
else off first? Yeah, let me.
It's very
You
funny.
gotta give me the thumbs up.
You and I will walk there.
Oh my god.
Maybe it's a different one.
Better not be the publicist. No, it's her.
Yeah, that's her, with the gold. I better use some Tic Tacs just in case I start kissing her. You know, I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. You just kiss. I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the pussy. You can do anything.
Look at those legs. All I can see is the legs.
No, it looks good.
Come on, shorty.
Ooh, nice legs, huh?
Oof, get out of the way, honey. Oh, that's good legs. Go ahead.
It's always good if you don't fall out of the bus. Like Ford, Gerald Ford, remember?
There's a little down below. Pull the handle.
Hello, how are you? Hi.
Mr. Trump, how
nice
are
seeing
you?
you.
Pleasure to
Terrific.
meet you.
Terrific. You know Billy Bush?
How are you?
Nice to see you. How you doing,
Very
Ariane?
good.
I'm doing very well, thank you. Are you ready to be a soap star?
We're ready. Let's go. Make me a soap star.
How about a little hug for the Donald? He just got off the
Would
bus.
you like a little hug,
Okay,
darling?
absolutely.
A
Melania
little
said
hug for
this
the
was
bushy.
okay.
I just got off the bus.
Oh, bushy, bushy.
There we go. Excellent. Well,
Come
you've
on.
got a nice co-star here.
Good.
Yes, absolutely.
After you. Come on, Billy. Don't be shy.
As soon as a beautiful woman shows up, he takes
Get over
off
here,
on
Billy.
He's always happy.
I'm sorry, come here.
All right, let the little guy in there. Come
Yeah,
on.
let the little guy in. How you feel now, better? I should actually.
It's hard to walk next to a guy like
Here, wait,
this.
hold on.
Yeah, you get in the middle. There we go.
Good. That's
This is
better.
much better. This is.
That's better.
Now, if you had to choose, honestly, between one of us, me or the Donald, who
I
would it
don't
be?
know. That's
That's
tough
some pressure right
competition.
there.
Yeah.
Seriously, when you had to take one of us as a date.
I have to take the fifth on that one.
Really?
Yep, I'll take both.
Which way?
Make it right. Here we go. Right into days.
Here he goes. I'm gonna leave you here.
Okay.
Get my microphone.
Okay. You gonna? Oh, you're finished?
You're my man. Yeah.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna go do our show.
Oh, you want to reset? Okay.
I'm out. I can no longer, in good conscience, endorse this person for president. It is some of the most abhorrent and offensive comments that you can possibly imagine. And you know, my wife and I, we have a 15-year-old daughter, and if I can't look her in the eye and tell her these things, I can't endorse this person. So I'm out of the endorsement here. I don't know who I'm going to vote for. I'm not going to vote for Hillary Clinton. There's no way, under no scenario. But I cannot offer an endorsement for whatever that means of Donald Trump.
What's going on behind the scenes at the GOP tonight?
A lot of shock and dismay, a lot of scrambling. I think a lot of us wish that Mike Pence was at the top of the ticket. I think he's a man of high moral fiber. I still cry on my pillow that Mitt Romney didn't get elected the president of the United States. But I do wish Mike Pence was at the top of the ticket. And why should we have to settle for anything else? And that apology, that was no apology. That was an apology for getting caught. That was not an apology for the behavior. And, you know, to use a baseball metaphor, I got to call balls and strikes as they come across the plate. And why should we tolerate this? This is the presidency of the United States of America. I just can't do it.
It makes me sick to my stomach. I don't like to even say the words that he's used in the past when he calls women pigs, dogs, and slobs. I didn't like saying it on stage the other night with my mom and my wife sitting in the front row. But this is behavior that's just outrageous, and so that there would be a news story that would have more statements like this of this kind. I mean, gosh, I'm sad to say that I'm not surprised. I should be surprised and shocked. I'm sad to say that I'm not. First, any Republican who has said they are for Donald Trump they need to be asked by the press and others and by constituents right now, do you still think he's qualified to be President of the United States? Do you still think he is? And I hope that citizens at town hall meetings and in interactions with elected officials and the press will look folks in the eye and say, okay, I know what you've said up to now, but now we've got all this new. Do you still think Donald Trump is qualified to be president? Paul Ryan was going to campaign with Donald Trump tomorrow, and he has stopped the event. They're not going to campaign, but he hasn't said, I don't support Donald Trump. They're just not going to do the event. So he needs to be asked, and everybody needs to be asked, do you still think this man is qualified to be president?
I've never said I'm a perfect person, nor pretended to be someone that I'm not. I've said and done things I regret, and the words released today on this more than a decade-old video are one of them. Anyone who knows me knows these words don't reflect who I am. I said it, I was wrong, and I apologize. I've traveled the country talking about change for America, but my travels have also changed me. I've spent time with grieving mothers who've lost their children, laid off workers whose jobs have gone to other countries, and people from all walks of life who just want a better future. I have gotten to know the great people of our country, and I've been humbled by the faith they've placed in me. I pledge to be a better man tomorrow and will never, ever let you down. Let's be honest, we're living in the real world. This is nothing more than a distraction from the important issues we're facing today. We are losing our jobs, we're less safe than we were 8 years ago, and Washington is totally broken. Hillary Clinton and her kind have run our country into the ground. I've said some foolish things, but there's a big difference between the words and actions of other people. Bill Clinton has actually abused women, and Hillary has bullied, attacked, shamed, and intimidated his victims. We will discuss this more in the coming days. See you at the debate on Sunday.
I'm a Christian, a conservative, and a Republican. In that, I'm from south of Highway 40 over in Indiana, so we speak a little plainly now. I just tell people Donald Trump gets it. You know what I mean? I mean, he's a genuine article. He's a doer in a game usually reserved for talkers. And when he does his talking, he doesn't go tiptoeing around all those thousands of rules of political correctness that the media puts in the way of men and women that want to make a difference. He tells it like it is, and the American people hear it loud and clear, and they're going to send him all the way to the White House.
Hang on now, I need to slow it up. So. 5, 6, 7, 8.
I'm not going to extend it. If you whether it's the registration date, everybody has had a lot of time to register. So on top of that, we've got lots of opportunities to vote, early voting, absentee voting, and election day. So I don't intend to make any changes.
Weather forecast, Hurricane Matthew issue will affect the area with heavy rainfall and gusty winds this morning. We'll have a couple of showers lingering for this afternoon.
Something we've never seen before, George.
So it's never been like that. Look at this.
Wow.
I want to start off by welcoming everybody who's tuning in just before they go to sleep and everyone who's just waking up from the vice presidential debate. Many viewers were left disappointed after 90 minutes of debating. We still don't know where either candidate stands on Rosie O'Donnell.
Democrat Tim Kaine being criticized for repeatedly interrupting Mike Pence. Yeah. Today, Donald Trump said, "Who does he think he is? Me? That's insulting."
Apparently, Mike Pence did test that microphone inside the debate hall, according to 1-8. He wanted to make sure it's working tonight.
You think Hillary is going to sabotage the mic before you check it out? Come on, Pence. She's smarter than that. She was probably under that desk waiting for you to leave.
These candidates had very different jobs. You know, Tim Kaine had to show a fun, affable personality to counter Clinton, who's been cold and distant since she died 6 weeks ago. And Mike Pence, he was there to scoop up all the crap that Trump left from the last debate. His debate was basically sponsored by Febreze. It was just him on stage going like, "Nothing smells here, nothing smells here."
Syria, I'd like to ask honestly, it is about our troops. I worked when I was in Congress on the Second Chance Act. We have got to do a better job. The reality is that there's heartbreak and tragedy that has struck American families because people that came into this country illegally are now involved.
Is that mic working? It's like the presidential debate, the commission, where they gave us a bum mic. Some commission, that is, let me tell you. And I know it's very hot in here, and we want to keep this small. And by the way, they were saying, this is practice for Sunday. This isn't practice. This has nothing to do with Sunday. We're just here because we just wanted to be here. And, you know, Hillary, frankly, they talk about debate prep. That's not debate prep. She's resting. She's resting. Look at the media. They're going crazy. They don't know what's happening. They don't know. They can't believe this. They're not happy, I want to tell you. This is not the way it's supposed to be happening. The American people. Right? This is not what they had in mind. The crooked media with the crooked Hillary. I didn't like getting into the gutter. And so I did hold back. I mean, honestly, this was, you know, the commission, the so-called commission on presidential debates. Give me a break. Did you see where they came from? One of them comes from the Hillary camp, the head person.
How's your microphone working?
This microphone is wonderful. But I had a problem with the mic. We had a guy inside the room oscillating my mic. And even though it's over 100 degrees in this room, don't feel bad. You know, this room was not meant for this many people. You do know that, right? I heard the other night I was making a speech, and we had tremendous, massive crowds, and it was really hot. So I'm a little warm, and there might have been a little bit of sweat. And one of these dishonest people said, "Donald Trump was sweating tonight." I said, "Sweating? It was 100 degrees. Do you know how well the Republicans are doing?" I guess there's a gentleman in Illinois that's not doing so well. This guy was actually taking out ads against me. I said, "Are you sure he's a Republican? Maybe he's a Democrat." And he's not doing well, but hey, that's his problem. I mean, you know, he was not for me. John Harwood was the worst moderator out of all the debates we had. How many did we have, 11 or 12? He was so bad. This guy knows nothing about me. I was so happy. And I saw today that somebody on CNN, the Clinton News Network, who knows nothing about us, you know, they use John King, actually. He's a nice guy. I like him on the maps. He does a good job with the maps. I like him better now than I did a couple of months ago, because a couple of months ago I had no chance
Now all of a sudden that map is getting very red. But John King said, you know, they always have a source. They always have a source. A source within, nobody talks to him. Nobody's talking, because he's like the enemy. He's like the enemy. These people, that's why a guy like John King has stayed in the same position for like, how long has he been at CNN? I used to say, I think someday he'll be an anchor. Guess what? He's still doing the maps. Do you really think that Hillary Clinton is debate prepping for 3 or 4 days? Hillary Clinton is resting, okay? She's resting. She wants to build up her energy